Hi guys, we're on our last set of videos for lesson 2-4. It's inequality word problems. So this is video 4. We're going to jump straight into our example on this one. So in this example, it tells us that we have a gift card to the Artful Barn and that the 4-ounce tubes of paint are $4.30 each. It asks us what are the possible number of tubes that he could buy, and it asks us to write this as an inequality to model the situation. And then of course it didn't ask, but it does want us to solve these. So what's important up here? It's important that he has a $20 gift card. Okay? So that means he can only spend $20. It's also important how much the paint cost. Okay, a tube of paint is $4.35. The 4 ounces, it doesn't really matter. We're only going to buy 4 ounces tubes, so that's not going to play a part in our equation. So let's go here and see if we can write an inequality that would model this situation. Now, we have $20 to spend. So in a video that we've talked about earlier, word problems, a lot of times we look for totals. So it works probably about, I don't know, I'm guessing, 75 to 80% of the time. You're looking for a total amount. Is there a total amount he could spend? Well, yeah, the total amount he could spend is $20. Okay. Now, when we look at this, when he spends it, we're gonna figure out how we can add up, or what it's going to make the $20. How are we going to spend it and get the $20? How are we going to calculate that $20? So it's $4.30 for each tube. So $4.30 times X. Now we need to define, what is my X representing in this problem? Well, it's the number of tubes of paint that we're going to buy. Okay? Now, here's how we're calculating it. This is how we're getting our cost, $4.30 for every tube of paint. And we only have $20 to spend. Can we spend more than $20 when we put this together? When we calculate this, can it be greater than $20? No, because you don't have more than $20. It has to be less than $20. But could it be equal to $20? Yes, you have $20 to spend. So it could be equal to $20. So here's our inequality symbol. Here's our inequality that models this situation. Now we're going to take and figure out how many tubes he could actually buy. That means we got to get rid of the $4.30. So we're going to divide by $4.30. So I'm going to take the 20 and divide it by $4.30. When I divide that, I get an extremely long decimal. Now, we're talking about here, we would have X on this side. We have less than or equal to, and let me see if I can pull that back up again. Okay, so we have 4.65, and it goes on forever. So, well, not forever, but as far as my calculator will go right there. So we have 4.65 approximately. We're rounding it, but we're talking about tubes of paint. Now, you can't buy half a tube of paint. So how many tubes could they buy? Could she buy 5? Because, if you use plain rounding rules, that would round up to 5. But if we tried to buy 5, $4.30 times 5, well, that is higher than $20. If you multiply that out, you get a total of $21.50. You can't buy 5. So you have to round down on this one. So you could buy at most, I'm going to write that out, at most 4 tubes of paint. Okay, or x would be less than or equal to 4. So you go to 4. 4 would be okay, so we're going to close, you could buy 4, so we'll use a solid dot. And then you're going to go down. But let's think about this for just a second. Can you go down forever? Can you buy a negative tube of paint? No, you can only buy 0. So you're in between the numbers 0 and 4. So we could write that, here's our solutions on our number line, but we can write that showing that we couldn't go down to negative, that our number of tubes of paint, x, have to be in between, they have to be bigger than 0 or equal to 0 or more, but it has to be less than 4. So it's somewhere, the solutions are somewhere in between the number 0 and the number 4. So x is greater than 0 but less than 4. So that's the solution for that word problem. Now, I don't think there's any you tries on this section, so you're going to jump straight into your practice. Go ahead and make sure that you check your solutions, make sure you ask for any help that you might need, and don't forget to flip your inequality if you multiply or divide by a negative number. And when you go to graph your solutions, make sure your x is on the left-hand side of the equation.